I like to say to people that we're like the Grand Canyon. If you come to Arizona, you have to visit Desert Valley Auto Parts and the Grand Canyon. Well, I have 100 acres, about 100 acres total. I started, when I was 19 years old, I started with 6 cars, and it moved to about 70, and then over 100, and then now I have 10,000. It's just, the one thing I do is, the rule I go by is if you don't buy, you die. So you got to keep buying cars, and that's the way you sell parts. It's funny because this is actually, it's the cleanest yard in America, but it's still not that clean, It needs some work. All right, so the first thing that I have to check today for someone is a right quarter on a 65 Dart, and they want to toot a hardtop one. So I got a couple cars here I'm gonna look at. This is one here. I actually have 2 of them. There's one there too. So I priced it out for $7.5. It's gonna be going to the East Coast, so they'll have to pay probably $300 for shipping. And this is what they look like. This is what they look for, is good Arizona sheet metal. Like, this has got no rust. If this is a car from back east, this is completely be rusted out. So we just checked this out for them. It looks like there's a little bit of flaking right here, but the nice part about this car is it's already stripped. You see the tail lights are already gone, the bumper. This would be easy for us to cut off real quick. So I'm gonna snap a couple pictures and then let the guy okay them through email. Of course, that's how it all works. And that would get hopefully $1,000 into the bank today. That's exactly how we do it. God, I can't believe that there's no hood with the car, but the console, simple stuff.
A hood, a console, and interior, it's gonna be next to impossible in the bone pick charge area. The row we have is slim pickings. Here it is right here, man.
There they are. 68 to 70 Charger parts aren't fully compatible, but a few interchange. I'm sure I'll find something in this row. There's a bottom of the seat.
It was an experience that we weren't prepared for in a lot of ways, and you can't unless you've gone through something. I guess that's how life is. But it was a task that seemed impossible because some of the guys were working 24 hours a day. But the end result was it ended up being priceless. I mean, being not just because of being on TV, but the advertising that brought. It just put us on the map differently. In this business, there's only so many sources you can advertise in. We advertise in all of those, but TV just does something different that print doesn't, and it was pretty amazing. There's a lot of stuff I could say that I don't really want to say because I don't want it to be on film. But yeah, I mean, I thought it was over. I mean, I really, really, really thought it was over.
A couple DUIs. I got thrown in prison for a little bit. Brian, thank God, ran this place just like I would run it, and kept everything going. Of course, I was still in contact while I was inside, but I've been out now for a year and a half, and I'm glad. Of course, there's a lot of better things that's happened since I've been out, obviously, and the business is running better now. So.
Jimmy, hey, don't take any aggression out on me.
Damn it, Grimlock! We're guests here.
You got in some shit, huh?
Yeah, neck deep.
Okay, that's what you get for taking a yellow bugger. You need a leader out there, like me.
Shut up.
Before I do some damage, you won't walk away from.
You will never be Optimus Prime.
You talk too much.
Come on, man, million-year-old legendary warrior, you act like a bunch of junkyard dogs.
So there's this guy that is a scout, and he comes in all the time for different things, and he's been coming in for years, but nothing's ever panned out. But just one day he came in and said, hey, can I take, he had a new gentleman who ended up being one of the producers of the movie, unbeknownst to me who it was for and what movie they were thinking about doing. I'm like, yeah, I'll hop on the golf cart, go out there. And then about a year later, he finally emails me and says, hey, we're really close to making a decision, and the movie is going to be for the next Transformer, Michael Bay. Of course, I about had a heart attack. I'm like, yeah.
I love old cars. I've been doing it my whole life. I go to car shows on the weekends when I'm not at work. I love the auctions. I usually build about 2 to 5 cars a year. We sell them at the auctions. So not only do we sell these cars as junk cars or rebuilders, we sell them as, we sell restored cars too. So yeah, I'm definitely a hobbyist as well as in the business.
They don't build cars like this anymore, and American classic cars are, it's just part of our history. I mean, Jason likes to say, you know, we're restoring history one car at a time. And it's true. A lot of these cars, people are emotionally attached for different reasons. I mean, granted, the younger generation coming up, like the kids that are now 16, if their parents aren't into it, it's dying down by gaps, you know what I mean? But there's never going to be a time that I can see in the next 30 years that people aren't going to be restoring American classic cars.